Thursday, January 10th, 11:04 a.m. New York time. The Forex market, also referred to as the currency market. Let's look here on the 1-year chart, each candle being a week. And we have one more trading day left in this week, so the current weekly candle is not done yet. Let's start off with looking at the U.S. mighty dollar. Yep, the U.S. dollar index. U.S. dollar index is comprised of several currencies on inside of it. So the three largest currencies in the U.S. dollar index is one, the euro, makes up about 57+%. Second biggest currency in the U.S. dollar index is the Japanese yen, makes up more than 13%. And then the third largest currency in the U.S. dollar is the British pound, makes up nearly 12%. So we have currently the U.S. dollar index red, lower high, lower low, rejected this prior supply zone being sellers, being bearish bias. It's a new low for the year. Yep, we took out the low of last week, and this week lower low. We also broke below this midpoint right here. It's bearish. Trade idea would be considering trading short, bearish. Yep. Let's look down here. This is consolidation, and then had an impulse move up from there. So this would say demand zone of buyers. It's grinding down to that. But the upside, yeah, consolidation, breakdown, consolidation, breakdown. For you people that like to follow or trade cryptocurrency, let's look at the most popular one, Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently green for the week, making a higher high, higher low than prior week. It's retracing this big impulse move down that was bearish. Let's see if it took out that high yet. That high there was 18,420. 18,420. Yep, it took it out and now trading below it. So that's a rejection. Again, even though it's a green candle, it rejected that. But time will tell how it's going to progress. Let's show this as consolidation phase. Oops. Better yet. There we go. That's consolidation phase. Look, that was a bearish pin. Let's do a retracement. Let's go on to the next. Let's start looking at the currencies inside the US dollar index. As I mentioned, this is the largest one. First is the euro. So this is using currencies in the futures market. They always start with a /6. The first one, the euro. Look at the euro. Consolidation, broke above it. Also broke above this midpoint. Makes sense because it trades inverse from the US dollar. So that's something to consider if you're bullish. And look at this nice, that red candle, the first week of January. You had that bullish pin bar, stop hunt, inside this consolidation, trying to retrace that swing low or retrace this consolidation. Bunch of buyers stepped in and bought it. Follow there. Nice. It was a nice setup there. Second currency being the yen. Inside candle for the week. Yep. So it's in a consolidation phase here. Very interesting too, because that prior week was red, very volatile, high and low above that prior or last week of December. January was very volatile for the Japanese yen. Red, but made a higher high and a lower low. Now it's indecision. But again, consolidation, grinding up. And the third largest currency, the British pound. So here we had a low, there we had a high. Drew this Fibonacci. We went down, lower highs, tested this 0.382, that green horizontal line. And then that week, the first week of January, formed a bullish pin bar. Bullish pin bar. Let's remove this Fibonacci retracement. And I extended this to the right, the zone. That's a demand zone. Buyer stepped in there. So since then, we made a higher high, higher low. That's nice. That's, again, nice momentum to the upside. You had a trend there. Retracement. And the current trend is going up. Maybe into that area, potential retest. Well, let's do this. It's a work in progress. Again, you could trade bullish this. You do these in stock ETFs as well too. Now look at the Canadian dollar. Yeah. Last week, we broke above this trend line that was down. Formed from there to there. Broke above it and closed above it. That's nice. So I made a supply zone down there. And now we're higher high, higher low. But it's pretty much in a retracement of all this. Look, big sell-off already for the week. Doesn't look like the best one to be going into. Now the Swiss franc being one of the safe haven currencies, consolidation. A lot of whipsaw. Did make a higher high for the year. Took out the week high. Already selling off. Red. Yeah. It's not the best looking currency pair. And the Australian dollar. Nice. Higher high, higher low. Broke above this consolidation. Again, staircase pattern, higher high. Nice. Let's fix this one here. Oops. Good enough. So overall, most of these currencies are doing well. Again, euro, yen struggling, but the pound and the euro doing very well. These other ones, same with the Australian one, doing good. So those look like the best right now. Euro, the pound, and the Australian. All right. Now let's go to the currencies and the different exchange. Yep, the currencies also trade on the Forex market. And like I said, the largest weighted average currency in the US dollar is in the euro. So let's look at several pairs against the euro. First, the euro Japanese yen. Red for the week. Did make a higher high, higher low, but it's already testing. Look, here's that red candle testing this prior inside candle, long tail, and it's rejecting it. Rejection, well, the first three letters of the euro. So that being a strong currency. So the rejection it, giving bearish bias to the euro and in favor of the Japanese yen. So this may grind down more. But again, that would be weaker euro, stronger yen. Whereas where we saw the euro doing stronger against this dollar. Now the euro, pound, two European currencies. Green for the week. Did make a lower low, higher high, big wicks on the bottom. Consolidation here. So what do we got going here? A small consolidation. Interesting. Very small trading range. And the euro Canadian dollar. So we have a North American currency and the European currency. Inside candle for the week. Indecision. Big difference how the Canadian dollar, US dollar is doing. That's trending up for the Canadian dollar. But here, euro Canadian dollar, inside candle. It's in a consolidation. Suspicious. And the euro Swiss franc, safe haven currency. Massive consolidation. Impulse move up. Nice. That's positive for the euro against the Swiss franc. And the euro Australian dollar. Green, but made a lower low, lower high. The trend is down. Already took out this consolidation. It's not done for the week. Use caution. Let's go to the next, being the yen, Japanese yen. We already spoke about the euro yen. The pound yen. Red for the week. Look at that rejection. Big wick up here, rejection. There was a wick there, and it rejected it. So again, impulse move down, consolidation. So this going lower is bad for the pound, but strong for the yen. So it looks like the yen is gaining strength against several major currencies. Remember, yen and gold have a correlation often. Canadian dollar yen. Red. This is in favor. Weaker Canadian yen is better for the yen. Consolidation, rejection up there, several rejections. Again, this trending down is in favor of the yen. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, two safe haven currencies against each other. Wow. Massive demand zone down here. Buyers, that was last week, rejected it. And now it's all red. So that's the Swiss franc losing against the yen. Trending down is in favor of the yen. Yep, some alerts I got going off. Yeah, check those. Yep. And the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. So two Asian Pacific or Pacific Asian nations currencies. Red for the week, higher, high, higher, low. This going higher is in favor of Australian dollar. But looks already rejecting that big wick. So there's selling pressure here. That Japanese yen is definitely getting buyers across several currencies, but not doing so well with the US dollar. I showed you it's inside week. Let's go to the third largest currency I mentioned, the British pound. Already did pound, US dollar, pound yen, pound euro. So let's look at pound Canadian dollar. Inside candle, just like the United States dollar and the Canadian dollar inside. No, sorry, that was the other one. But yeah, indecision here. So interesting. Look at this. Past few weeks trended up, hit this midpoint here on the weekly and trended down. So see this red candle here? That big wick on the bottom, it tested this one, which was the impulse move up, and rejected. Buyer stepped in. So this inside candle may actually, even if it closes inside this week, we might have a reversal. This might start going up. This may be the fake out. So potentially, if this closes yellow and hollow candle, which is equivalent to a green, we may have a pattern reversal. Nice. That would be bullish the pound against the Canadian dollar. And the pound Swiss franc, big consolidation. Again, stepping down here, buyers are coming in here, holding it up. And the pound Australian dollar, massive consolidation. Hey, if you like this, please click the thumbs up. If you don't like it, how about hitting the thumbs down? Many thanks. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. If you've gotten value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on my PayPal or Venmo. You can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe and leave a comment, please.